Hey, so I was outside thinking earlier. That happens, right? And no, I didn't hurt myself, luckily. But anyways, I was taught growing up, don't judge a book by its cover. And it's funny because we live in a illiterate world that doesn't really read, but yet people are still constantly judging. And they don't see the many sides that we all possess. Like sometimes we need to see clearly. Sometimes there's sides of us nobody knows that we have. And, there's things like contacts and people wear those things. And then there's other times where it's like, but I need this to protect from other things. And yes, these are all actual glasses I've had to wear. You wouldn't know because I don't wear contacts or glasses. But when you do data analyzing online, your eyes get a little, and you got to make do. But then there's also those other sides, that you never know who you're talking to, where it's, wow, that's who that person is. This is my son, not me. But either way it goes, someone who's got some high moral standards and has been taught integrity, and you wouldn't know them if they weren't in uniform. Then you got the other folks that are sitting there just say what's up, you don't know that they're actually really broken and hurt inside. And it's funny, like I said, that we live in a world where we want to judge a book by its cover, but nobody's reading. And that's the biggest thing you have to learn to stop doing. Stop looking at people and judging them so harshly, believing that, man, they're a jerk. Because I have a friend that we're having a big gathering for a lot of things that we're celebrating. My son coming home, nieces and nephews graduating college, my son basically graduating. He's got one more class to have an associate's degree by the time he's 18 years old. Freaking awesome. But birthdays, my kids, my nephew. So having a big celebration, and I invited my friend, and he has social anxiety, so I know right off the bat that's like a maybe, maybe not. And he has to work, so it was like, okay, well, I'll bring you some barbecue. But big old dude, you would never guess that society bothers him. And he honestly works a job where he has to be around people nonstop. I often too have social anxiety. You would never know that. It's like I was talking to my dad last night about this channel, my YouTube channel, and saying, it's funny, I almost didn't graduate college because of my speech class. I was so shy and inverted, but I was also married to someone who was very abusive at that time. And then in high school, I had a hard time then, and I was like, and now here I am on a platform for the world to judge. Judge me. I don't care, darling. So we have to realize, stop looking at people and going, why they look so cranky? Why they look so... putting labels on them. Because honestly, when it does come to my friend, you wouldn't guess that he has social anxiety. He seems just hard up with that, I want to call it a RBD, the resting bitch dude face. Because he'll give you a side eye real quick, and that's honestly his way of saying, I'm very uncomfortable. But you have to know people to know these things. Just like when it comes to people that are manipulative, it's because they're afraid of failure. And as hard as it is to sympathize with them, we have to start looking at their wounded people. They're people that were punished for letting somebody else down that was the same exact way. And instead of overcoming those challenges, they learned to become more like that person. And that's sad because you can pass down healing or you can pass down toxicity. And a lot of times it's easier to adapt to the toxic behavior than it is to heal from it. Because when you're going to heal from toxicity, you have to remove yourself from a situation, and you can go decades without being around people that you thought were your family, that you thought you were supposed to be with forever. Just wanted to allow people to start looking at it, quit looking at books and judging them by their cover, because some of the most encouraging pieces of literature you can pick up don't even have a picture on the cover. Some of the most interesting people you will ever meet look like some of the most disturbing people in society. But doesn't mean that their heart's not pure, because a lot of people make choices when they're young. Hey, I did it. And instead of living in regret, I learned from those situations, and then I started becoming who I was, or who I am today. So allow people to live and learn, and stop looking at them going, oh, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you wear that? Don't keep judging and quit being a bitter Betty, because the world is full of hate. Just thought I'd spread some kind of awareness to help take the blinders off, see the world a lot more clearly, because everyone is different and everyone's got the same thing you have, thoughts spinning around in their head, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. How can I handle that? What do I do? Some people start fires, some people try to figure out how to put them out, some people start them and walk away. Don't be that fire starter that just walks away. Dig deep, ask yourself, why did I allow that? Why did I do that? What can I take from this? And then before you know it, you're focusing internally instead of externally, because it's easy to judge. It's very hard to judge yourself. So I'm going to go back and enjoy the last bit of the sunshine, and lots of love. Bye.